What's up, everyone? It's Sports Kings Best here, and we're back with another division review. This time, it's the NFC South, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers finishing as the first seed in the 2023-2024 season and finishing 9-8. The New Orleans Saints, who finished 9-8 and finished second seed in the NFC South. The Atlanta Falcons, who finished 7-10 and third in the NFC South. Carolina Panthers, who finished 2-15 in the NFC South. So let's start off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They made it all the way to the divisional round in the NFL playoffs and ended up losing to the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Baker Mayfield had a pretty good year this year. Rachaad White, the running back, did really good this year. He had a big workload. Mike Evans did really good this year. However, it is his contract year, so he could be on a new team next year. Baker Mayfield, his stats this year were really good. He had 28 touchdowns to 10 interceptions and over 4,000 passing yards and finished with a 94.6 rating. The defense did great. Vita Vea was really good. Devin White was good. Antoine Winfield Jr., he should have made the Pro Bowl. I don't know how he didn't, but he didn't get selected. He was a reserve. But the main question for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into the offseason is, do they resign Baker Mayfield? In my opinion, I think they should resign Baker Mayfield. He really did prove that he is an NFL quarterback. The stats he put up this year and the way he led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the playoffs. All right, now let's move on to the New Orleans Saints, who finished second in the NFC South. The New Orleans Saints were projected to win NFC South this year, but they ended up as the second seed and missing the NFL playoffs. Derek Carr was the big free agent accusation they added for the season, and he didn't do that good, in my opinion. There was a lot of big questions. The defense was very Tyrann Mathieu was pretty good on the team, but besides that, they got a lot of questions going into next year. Who even knows what's going to happen with Michael Thomas? The running back for Jamal Williams, I don't even know why they added him. The deal they got was 3 years, $15 million, and it was a waste. He got 1 touchdown. They do still have Jameis Winston. I think they cut him after what he did against Atlanta the last game of the season, where he scored that touchdown late game and made the audible call. There's a lot of questions going into the offseason for the New Orleans Saints. Where do they even go from here? I mean, you still got Derek Carr. He can be a great quarterback when he's good, but he's just very, very mediocre at best, in my opinion. All right, let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, what a year for the Atlanta Falcons, if you get what I mean. The main thing about the Atlanta Falcons this year was Arthur Smith, how bad he held them back. He did absolutely horrible with Bijan Robinson and the way they were using him in the offense. And whenever they did use him in the offense the right way he was supposed to, he did really good. He had tons of touchdowns when they used him the right way. They try to make him a receiving back when in reality he can just run it up the gut with him. I don't know why they try to be so different with Bijan. You also still have Kyle Pitts, who actually, in my opinion, did pretty good this year, the way they used him. I mean, he's still a top 10 tight end if you use him the right way. It's just they weren't really using him the right way, and it sucks. However, the defense for the Atlanta Falcons was very non-existent this year. They were very, very bad. However, they do have a bright future. They still have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson all on this offense. So there's a lot you can do with this. You still got Desmond Ridder if you want to get rid of him. I mean, you can maybe still try and develop him, or you can get rid of him. It depends. But for the Atlanta Falcons, you just got to get the right head coach. That's really all you need. And this team can be actually really good. However, let's move on to the last seed in the NFC South, the Carolina Panthers, who finished a really bad record with 2-12. This year it was supposed to be a good year for Bryce Young. I mean, he was a rookie. And Adam Thielen. They also added Adam Thielen from the Minnesota Vikings in free agency, and DJ Chark. But man, I really feel bad for Bryce Young, because I want him to be good. And they do have a good defense, in my opinion. They still got Brian Burns, which is a great pass rusher. They got talent on this defense. They just don't have a good O-line. Akeem Okonowu, the offensive tackle, I think I pronounced that right. He's very It's just this team just go into next year and try to get better than 2 wins. There's a lot of questions around this team. They got an okay running back with Chuba Hubbard, but the main thing they got to address in the draft is the O-line. But they don't even have their first-round pick. They gave it up to the Bears. Man, what are the Panthers going to do for this offseason? Just try to get online. However, that is going to be the end of this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and comment what division you want next. We just finished the whole NFC from the NFC North, East, West, and now the South with this video. Comment what AFC divisions you want next. Stay tuned in.